What's going on with it, guys? It's y'all's boy UCF Jaguar reporting with GenJag.com, and days 5 and 6 of OTAs are in the books, so let's basically get you guys up to date on what's going on. Enjoy. So the first bit of interesting news that broke out happened after Brandon Linder addressed the media, and he was basically talking about how they've been mixing up the interior of the offensive line a lot, and he's been getting reps mostly at guard, and AJ Cann's been swinging over to the left guard and playing over there a little bit, and they've been doing some, basically getting Tyler Shatley and Luke Bowenko some reps at center. Now, when Doug Marrone was asked about this, he basically said that he wants to try to get the best five, try to figure out who the best five offensive linemen are on the roster. And I really don't think this move is really indicative that he's not going to be playing center anymore. I think it's more just kind of like Doug Marrone said, to kind of see who the best five guys are, and if he can potentially move out to right guard if they feel like either Luke Bowenko or Tyler Shatley can be like a formidable starting center. I mean, I was actually pretty impressed with Brandon Linder his rookie year because he was actually able to hold down the starting center spot. And also, from what I hear, Tyler Shatley's like a freaking workout horse, and he's as strong as like an ox. So, that could be potentially going down. But, we'll kind of see going into training camp once they actually get pads on and they can actually start really having football practice. But Doug Marrone also kind of talked about how he wants to give players kind of like experience at different positions in case of like a real bind, like an injury were to happen and they really needed someone to shift out to that position. They'll be able to have like a little bit of position flexibility, since OTAs are really the time to do it, since they're not really hitting. They're more so just doing the kind of technique work of it. So, if there's any time to test it out, it's now before you really get into really deep into training camp where you want actual like stability at the starting spots. And in other Jaguar news, AJ Bouye participated in his first OTA practice and his first actual practice as a Jaguar yesterday. So he spoke to the media following OTA practice, and he just basically spoke about what his first practice was like, and also just more on his relationship with Jalen Ramsey. And it's kind of funny with cornerbacks is I feel like that's like such a competitive, like almost like a position where you're going to be wanting the spotlight just because you want to be like the number one guy covering the like number one receiver. And cornerbacks are always known to kind of be the biggest shit talkers. So, you got to like kind of think that what's their relationship going to be like. But he basically kind of said that he really doesn't care about the spotlight. AJ Bouye is kind of an introverted dude, and he's really just kind of self-motivated. So I really like everything out of this guy. I think he really has the right attitude toward what he wants to do, and he's come in with actual bit of experience and kind of started from the bottom in a sense because he was undrafted. But he says that he's come in and kind of helped the younger cornerbacks with teaching him some of the things that he learned to make him a better player at Houston. And it'll be exciting to kind of see what AJ Bouye and Jalen Ramsey will be like as a cornerback tandem. And a lot of people have asked me what I think about that list, Taylor's list that came out the other day that basically ranked AJ Bouye and Jalen Ramsey as the number one cornerback tandem. And my thoughts on it are kind of like, it's kind of one guy's list. I think that they can potentially be like a number one cornerback tandem, but like my attitude with this team is just like, I'm going to let you like show it to me before I actually start believing it. Like right now when I look at our team, I see really a team stock full of talent, but I can't mark us for any. I can't act like we're going to sit here and go to the playoffs, though, because I want to see them prove it to me. So I want to see AJ Bouye and Jalen Ramsey out there week one and see how they do against, DeAndre Hopkins, see how they do against, like, Fuller and stuff like that. So my thoughts on it are it's one guy's list, and paper champs don't mean anything. Talk is cheap. Go out on the field and do your thing. But alright guys, that's my recap of days 5 and 6 of Jaguars OTAs. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. And also, be sure to subscribe to me if you're not already subscribed to me, because I'm going to be basically having Jaguar content all the way through OTAs, all the way through the dead season, through training camp, on into the season. So, it'll be fun stuff. Love talking about the Jaguars, and I appreciate you guys watching. So, yeah guys, it's y'all's boy UCF Jaguar reporting with Generation Jaguar, and I'm out. Peace.
Oh, the locker room's a little different. Who are you next to now?
I am next to Dante's on one side of me.
You think putting you next to Dante was intentional?
Yeah, I think Dante will have a very positive impact on me. I'm looking.